I want to talk about the Demanet Kevlar hidden bite suit. I get a lot of questions about this suit, and one of the things that people often ask me is this a great suit to purchase? And I say yes. However, I don't think it should be your first suit or your only suit. It's a great tool, but it's definitely not the first suit that I want to put you in, and here's why. This is not a traditional bite suit. Generally, they're made with a different material on the outside, not the French linen that we're used to seeing with a Demanet bite suit. I would describe this material as like a thick cordura, or almost like what a backpack is made out of. That's what the outside of the hidden suit is made out of. Some of the reasons it may not be great as your primary bite suit is with it being Kevlar lined. If you're working a lot of dogs, I have concerns over the dog's teeth wearing down by constantly biting Kevlar, maybe flattening those teeth a little bit. They just don't puncture through that suit like they normally would, biting into the soft padding that is in a normal suit. With all that being said, this is a great suit for proofing your dogs, or if you're at a police department and you want a suit for scenario training, something that you can show a dog a different picture in and really get them ready for the street. I'll put the whole suit on in just a minute, but I wanted to show you a couple things that are a little bit different than the normal cut. Obviously, the suit is cut fairly close to your body. I'm still mobile in this. I could do scenario work if I wanted to, but it is cut fairly close to my body. The other thing that I want you to notice is the jacket doesn't actually have a collar. That makes it easier to conceal underneath other layers of clothing. This is not a great suit just to take bites in. What you'll find is this type of material will puncture a lot easier than French linen. I'm not sure if you can see that in the video, but there's some pretty good punctures in this. French linen is going to last a lot longer than this. So the reason a different material is used is if a dog is doing scent work where they're maybe on a building search and they're looking for that suspect inside a building in a trained environment, this suit will not smell like French linen. It's going to smell a little bit different to the dog, so the dog is not necessarily hunting equipment, if that makes sense. This suit can also be purchased with French linen on the outside. It's going to make it a little bit more durable, so it'll last you longer, but you don't have the advantage of a suit that smells different than a typical bite suit. So here's the full suit on. Obviously, you're not going to work dogs with just a suit like this. What I recommend is putting layers over the top. That gives the dog a different picture. It doesn't necessarily look so much like a bite suit, but also it's going to protect your suit. I'm a big fan of oversized Carhartt jackets or some overalls, or even extra large jeans that you can put on over the top of the pants. That's also going to protect your suit a little bit more. That'll also have the dog biting different textures, different clothing. It'll feel different in their mouth, and it's a great proofing picture for your dogs. Again, you'll notice that there's no collar on this suit. Makes it easier to throw jackets on over the top and fully conceal it. Just be aware that there are a few more exposed areas with this jacket having no collar. Always protect yourself when you're doing scenario work, or you're doing passive bites, or training with dogs that bite for a living. This is a great suit to have in your toolbox, but I definitely don't recommend it as your first suit. I maybe don't even recommend it as your second suit. It's a great tool. It's not an everyday suit. It will wear down. It's a great proofing tool that you need in your toolbox if you're a serious trainer. So once I have my Kevlar suit on, I want to get some clothes that fit over the top of it. So all I did is I went down to my local Goodwill store, bought some extra large clothes, put them over the top. I just want to give a look that looks a little bit more real. I know I still look puffy, but this is a different look for the dogs, different texture when they're biting. They're biting both clothing material, but also like a different suit material too. I think this is a valuable training picture for dogs. It shows something that's different than a suit, smells a little bit different than a suit. So it's great for the dogs to be exposed to that. So I went to my local Goodwill and I asked them to find me an outfit that looked like an overweight 40-year-old white guy that owns a lawn business. I think they nailed it. I even have New Balance on. Not really, but if I had New Balance, it'd be perfect.